Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you little maniacs across the globe, once again, it is time for Robcast Radio A.M. coming at you live, uncut and unrated from Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. So here's Zombie, you little maniacs, and here we go.
I feel like we just did this. Flip, rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Another beautiful day in beautiful Brazoria County. I'm Zombie, and here we are rocking and rolling at Robcast Radio for Radio AM number 14 on President's Day, Monday, February the 20th. So rock and roll, guys. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh, yeah, that's what I like to hear. So, again, sometimes we like to start off some of the Robcast radio programming in general, sometimes just by giving out a little bit of a thank you to show our support, our love, and our backing of the military. Thank you, Army. Thank you, Navy. Thank you, Air Force. Thank you, Marines, for doing what you guys do to keep our country free. Thank you for your service, past, present, and future. Also, a little note, back the badge. Support your local peace officers. Support your police force. Man, these guys, they just want to get home to their family just like you do at the end of the day. So let's all help them do that. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? First responders, firefighters, EMTs, and peace officers also included in this. I'd like to say thank you very much, because whenever all of us normal human beings run away from danger, you all are specifically trained to run straight into it. And for that, here at Robcast Radio, we will always give our first responders mad respect. So rock and roll. Did you wake up today feeling blessed to be alive? Are you happy doing what you do? Do you use that special talent that I will remind every single one of you has a special talent that's unlike any other human being on this planet? And you should use that special talent to your advantage. I would encourage you to join the creative side of life, man. All that competitive bullshit, to be on the competitive side of life where you're just trying to keep up with the Joneses. Normally the competitive people are just competing for what us creators are creating. So I would encourage you to be more to use your creativeness, use your special talents to your advantage, and not to mention, first and foremost, wake up every single day doing something that you love to do, and be happy with you, because at the end of the day, you're the person that's responsible. You know, you came into this world alone, you're going to go out of this world alone. And the best thing you can do for the whole world around you guys is to make the most of yourself. That's the best thing you can do for your family, for your church, for your community. And not to mention, become involved in your community. You don't know your neighbors, get to know them. If you don't know your child's teacher, get to know them. Hey man, sometimes you gotta, what's the old saying? Okay, hold on. What's the old saying, Flip? You gotta keep your friends close. You gotta keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Oh, rock and roll, guys. I kind of lost train of thought because for the first time, I don't know how we did this, but for the first time I fat thumbed the instrument board there and accidentally stopped the show. So we're getting kind of a late start today, guys, but like Cheech and Chong used to say, better late than never. So we sent our thank yous, encourage people to use their special talents, and we can procrastinate all we want to do things, but in order to be a success, guys, you've got to perform every single task at your hands, no matter how small, no matter how big, to the best of your abilities. And that's the task at hand. That means in the now, the thing that you're doing right now at this point in time. because the past is behind us. The show that I just had to delete because we were, halfway through and it stopped because of my fat thumb, that's behind us. We're over it. We're moving forward, advancing in life. And we can make all the plans that we want to for tomorrow, but again, the blessing that today is, the fact that we woke up, is not promised to us tomorrow. So the time at your hands right now is the only real time that you have, that you can use your special talent, that you can set aside 5 minutes, 10 minutes to develop this thing or this hobby that you would like to turn into someday something big. 5 minutes a day could turn into 10 minutes a day, could turn into, doing it twice a week, 7 hours, it could turn into something that actually makes you a living. And who's to say that that could be a bad thing if you wake up every day and do what you love to do already? You're blessed to be alive. I'm very proud of you. And, rock and roll, man. We dedicate this show to you then. For living the motherfucking dream. Doping. On the Hollywood scene. Fingernails are all green. Okay, guys. Rock and roll. Rock and motherfucking roll. Radio A.M. number 14. I'm super blessed and happy to announce that we're getting ready to celebrate our second anniversary. Robcast Radio's second anniversary. It all started with, it actually all started with another podcast. Well, we can probably take it farther back than that. However, the 2-year run started with trying to help a young actor develop some of his talents in acting. Did it work? I don't know. He's still a pretty good actor. Nice black coffee, no sugar. Still trying to keep away from the sugar. I mentioned, that I encourage people to live for their mind and their body and their spirit, and to, you can always live too much for one or the other, so you got to try to spread the 3 out evenly. And if you get really lucky, you could get into some things like yoga. I've got a yoga program, and I've watched it, and it looks like it's very interesting. We'll have to see. Definitely like to get into that, get to where I can stretch back out and do some forms and things like that. Well, but just saying that living for your mind and your body and your spirit, it's really an awakening whenever you realize the things that you put into your body, because I'm not morbidly obese, you know what I mean? I had kind of a gut and not in great shape for being over 40. And being done with that and fixing to have a birthday next month, probably 2.5 months ago, I changed my diet with encouragement from people around me, you know what I mean? And through hard circumstance, being a little bit of it too. That's being up, sometimes whenever you're at your wit's end with everything else, that's whenever I decided to start working out, and it helped. I try to tell you all that a 20-minute cardiovascular workout definitely produces endorphins in your brain, right? So you don't have to drink that alcohol or do all those other things that you do to make yourself feel good, because your body will do that naturally if you stimulate it correctly. And that also applies to putting highly processed foods into your body. And I was a McNugget eating fool. And I'm not going to say that I don't still eat some fast food sometimes, because the whole reason that I brought this up is because I was talking about living for mind, body, and spirit. And I got onto high protein, low highly processed, a healthy diet, as far as what way better than eating Pringles, peanut M&Ms, a pound of M&Ms a day, a can or two of Pringles a day, and fast food, whatever's convenient to make, you know, a lot of pre-made things that other people made, highly processed stuff. So what I'm saying is, you'd be very surprised at a little exercise helps with your mood, helps with hypertension, anxiety, all of these things, guys. And it's something that I did not know, I did not realize, and I did not realize that it's a scientific fact that undealt with aggression and emotion and undealt with anxiety and worries in your mind will be dealt with in your body biologically. So that means that whenever you worry a lot and you have hypertension and restlessness and sleeplessness and all of these kind of things, that it causes sickness. Straight up, it causes you to be unhealthy. So why not just incorporate a 20-minute walk, and then maybe a cup of coffee and an interesting conversation with a neighbor in your day, just in order for you to release those endorphins into your body, in order for you to smile, and in order for you to help without medicine, because we all know that. Hold on, let me just write this down. Medicine. We'll talk about medicine in a minute, doctor. Sorry, guys. But that it's expensive. Getting into a healthy diet is expensive. And then I ran into a snag to where my budget would not allow my below poor budget would not allow me to continue the diet that I started a couple months ago, because if I would have gone on that same regimen, I'd be super yoked. I'd probably weigh 10 more pounds. However, it would cost me more than I make in a month. You know what I mean? It's expensive, guys, to eat really, really healthy. And that's maybe, okay, I'm not a health guru, so you look this shit up on your own. But I've tried several different things, and now I know that a lot of the things that I can go and get, to make on my own to eat. But the main staples that I always go to are like nuts. I like bananas. I know that because I'm going to work out and everything like that, that I'll process that. Definitely fruits and stuff like that have sugar in them. You have to start looking at everything. My rule of thumb, this is what after looking at all of this research and data and bullshit, I say that if it has more than a few ingredients, right, it's probably not good for you. And if it has some ingredients that you can't pronounce at all, it's probably not good for you. If it's a bunch of highly processed bullshit, it's probably not good for you. And definitely no sugar, because sugar, wow, how highly addictive is sugar. If something should be outlawed, and see how people would flip the fuck out. Outlaw sugar and see what happens. So yeah, you do run into that cost versus value thing to where, yes, I would like to be on a bodybuilder's budget and diet and all of that kind of stuff. Maybe not that, you know what I mean? But taken to the extreme, if you buy every single thing off of the Onnit website, yeah, you got to have some cash flow, baby bro, and little sis, because it costs to be the boss. It costs to be healthy. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. That's just like whenever people say, I say, hey, you should wake up every single day doing what you love to do. You should live your fucking dreams, man. Don't hide it, divide it. Don't knock it till you tried it. And guys, that's why I encourage people to join the creative side of life. You hear me? I'm saying. But the point that I'm trying to make, I had to make sure that mics and everything were working. But the point that I'm trying to make is that if you do live your dreams, right, and you do wake up every single day doing what you love to do, it does not mean that you do not have to do hard work anymore, okay? Because I know that Flip Flop, the producer here, that we give much respect to.